Hope you guys doing well, and today I'm going to show you that how the containers will work to define the overflow of our website. So I'm gonna add some container here, and I'm gonna add some of the content which is centered, and I'm gonna add some color here just to show you that how the container will displayed in our overflow. So here we got our actually the background color. So that is background color should be black. Style maybe there is some problem here. Background. So here we got our container which contain the text which is written in the white. So I'm gonna make some responsive. It will automatically break your content according to your browser scale. So you just only need to define the container, and it will automatically centralize in the desktop and the tablet, and then mobile should be have the full width, because we need to just define or maybe display more than of our complete website. That's why we need to cover the mobile website. You can also modify this with the adding margins in our media queries. So we will cover the media queries in our next lecture. So let me show you the container flow width property. Let me save this one. It will not centralize of your container, it is full wider. So if you want to working with the full width website which contain your all browser space, you can simply work with container flow width. So you can also define the grid within the container. So that's a easy way you can define the row within a container. Let me show you the container and container flow width examples both. Actually second one is our container flow width. This is our centered content. So I'm gonna define the row here, and then column here, column d4, and then 4, actually the 6, because we need to cover half of the page, and we need to cover next half of the page. This is our first half actually, and then we will also cover this using row which contain the padding left and right, and make it with the wider with the container. So that's why we need to add the row here, because we have the col md6 here, which contain the padding from the left and right, and the row of simply usage of the row is to simply minus the 20 pixels, sorry, maybe 15 pixels from the left side and 15 pixels from the right side. So we need to also define the first overflow of the page and the second overflow of the page. Let me show you the results, and I'm gonna add some BR tags here just to make separate. So this is our container fluid, which contain the padding from the left 15 pixels and padding from here. Let me inspect you. This have the padding from the right and then left, and the row will remove this padding by adding margins from the left and right. So our overflow of the content is full wider, and if we add the col md6, which contain the padding from the left 15 pixels and padding from the right 15 pixels, and you can also minus this one, and second one should also have the padding from the right and left. So if you need this space, you need to simply add the overflow of your web page like this, and if you don't want this extra space which have the which column have the padding, you need to simply add the no gutter. So it will not contain your padding, and define a simple structure for you. So for now, I'm gonna show you the second example of our overflow. So our overflow of by default grid have the, let me expand my browser and then show you the exact layout with the 12,000, actually 1200 pixels, which is wider 1140. So if you are working with any PSD which have the 1140 wider, and you can simply add the col lg here and here. Col md should define our 992 and 768 between this size, which will handle the MD, which is called medium, and you can also define the upper portion of the 1140. You can also define the LG here, and we will cover this grid thing to make sure that You can easily understand this, the grid flow of the Bootstrap easily in our next series. So or maybe next lecture. So that's all for now, guys, and that is how you can define your workflow of your content. If you are working with the full wider website, you need to add the container fluid, and if you are working with the overflow and make centered of the page, you need to simply add the container here, and then row, and you want to divide these spaces, or maybe you need to add some more contents using these grids. Hope you enjoyed my tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. You can also click the bell icon for the latest update from my channel. So see you guys in my next video.